why. I don't know. 61. 6-1. Are y'all laughing because I have pink underwear? Welcome back to another episode of the Bobcast. I'm Ba. There's DJ. There's Tony. This is episode 6-1. And today we'll be talking about all the coach hirings and firings. There's a long list that we'll be going off of. Keon Coleman situation. The Bills, the divisional round games. We'll be talking about those and some of the crazy stuff that happened. And then we'll be getting into talking about the championship round for the for both games, the X factors, the red flags for each team, and the confidence meter for each team, and also giving a score prediction. And then we'll be doing yet another 3-man parlay. We will give you guys those picks at the end of the video, basically. McDonald's.
That was the clearest McDonald's ever, but thank you.
It's
Yes,
because
so for
everybody's going to
today's
sleep and I don't want to yell. So
No, too loud. You don't want them walking too loud.
yeah.
yo, for today's McDonald's, uh, we have if y'all didn't know, there's a little girl on the internet where her parents post her like, picking out teams for the playoffs, and every single team that she's picked lost, and now she's getting death threats in her comments.
Except for the
I
Patriots.
wrote
I
death.
think.
Yeah,
You
I wrote
put
death
deaf?
threats, but I meant deaf is like
I
not
think
hearing.
DJ
I was
edited
like,
it, so
yeah, thank you, DJ, for
I didn't.
correcting that because I was a terrible typo.
I don't know how long.
Jordan Addison is also arrested. The Vikings wide receiver, for whoever cares. Not me, but
all the
just
Vikings
wanted to
fans
toss it
are in
out there.
doom and despair right now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ant, for your weekly McDonald's. Let's get into
Thank
these
you.
coaching moves. We're gonna start off with the Falcons hiring former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski as their own head coach, replacing Raheem Morris, who was fired.
Yeah. Well, first we'll just start off with saying how we are gonna go more in depth on the coaches, on the coaching hirings and all of that in a future episode when all 10 slots are filled, because we want to look at their staff and stuff like that. But as of now, it's an interesting. I always get a little iffy about the hiring a coach that was just fired thing. So we'll see how this works. He has weapons to use. He's a smart offensive mind. He's back with Kirk Cousins, uh, and so I like it. And you know, the staff he's bringing in, we'll see about that. But as of now, I like it, and we'll see how this Falcon season turns out.
Yeah, I also like that move for the Falcons as well. Like, I know it didn't work out at all. Well, it did work out for partial seasons with the Cleveland Browns, but with the weapons he has in Atlanta, I feel like he has no excuse to really have a terrible season. But anything can happen in this league. Injuries happen, and that's just the nature of the game. But I really do like this pickup. At first, I was thinking it was a little iffy, but now like he is a really good coach. He's shown that
Mm-hmm.
previously with Cleveland. So, and he's also in the same division as his former quarterback Baker Mayfield. So there's gonna be a little bit of
They're putting
there's a little bit
stuff
of fire right there.
on like a Sunday night just because of what Baker
Of
said.
course, of
You
course, you know.
and I know Baker said that on purpose so they can get a Sunday night against Atlanta.
Nah, they'll get a Thursday night.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, the only thing
Next,
that's iffy
oh
to me
yeah,
about that one is just it's always that thing about hiring a head coach that was just fired. There's always just something
yeah,
about it that could just.
yeah. All right, next, the Dolphins hire former Packers DC Jeff Hafley as their new head coach, replacing Mike McDaniel, who we'll get into later.
I like Jeff Hafley.
Oh, DJ, man, I
I
gotta tell
like
you,
I like Jeff Hafley.
I watched the
I
whole thing.
watched the whole thing during
I
my
watched it
fitness
from
class.
start to
I
finish.
was listening to it, bro. Yeah,
Man,
I
you
like
could
Jeff
you could
Hafley.
feel the passion, and like he said, he came all the way down from D3, just going
Yeah.
down D2, D1, double A, as he said in the presser. But you could definitely feel that emotion. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
really show it. He was trying to
Yeah.
like stop himself from
He
getting
kept
emotional, but
hiding
you
it.
could see the emotion in his face and how much like it took for him to get into that position. So I
Hmm.
definitely like his passion, and to be honest, I hope he's
I
the
hope
right
he's
coach for them.
successful because
I hope
I
he's
like
really
him.
good.
He's gonna be a great
Same.
leader. I'm gonna go more in depth, obviously, in that video. But yeah, as of now,
Right.
it seems like a very good hiring. Dolphins needed someone on their defense side of the ball. Obviously, there's quarterback questions. All of that we'll get more into. Their GM even talked about it in their presser today. They said they got to work it out. It's too early to know. Like it was his like what third day on the job, so you
Right.
can't be like knowing everything right away. But as of now, I really like Jeff Hafley hiring.
Same here. Same here. The Lions hire former Cardinals offensive coordinator Drew Petzing as their offensive coordinator.
Bald.
And I'd like to say, me and DJ, this is an off-screen situation. I didn't even know we had a Petzing,
We have a
and
Petzing, bro.
we have a Petzing. The Panthers have a Petzing, but
He's been
that's
with us since Matt Kenneth rule.
That Kenneth rule is crazy work, bro. Putting out his full government name is diabolical.
let's skip. Let's talk about Drew Petzing being on the Lions.
Yeah, a lot of Lions fans don't like it because Lions interviewed Mike McDaniel and stuff, and apparently they didn't see him as a
Yeah,
fit.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
thought they would,
I
to be
think
honest,
it was low key
just because
a
of the
crazy pick.
aggressiveness of Dan Campbell's play calling. I thought Mike McDaniel would fit perfectly in that scheme. We'll get into Mike McDaniel
Hmm.
later. It's not on the script, but
Um,
we'll talk about it after this one.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, most Lions fans aren't liking it because obviously, what the Cardinals went
yeah, they
13
whatever
or
went. They
three and
have a
14.
look.
three
Yeah,
and 14 or whatever
they
the
have a low
record
record.
was, and obviously
Actually, no, it
Marvin
wasn't worse.
Harrison didn't have a big year, so like Lions fans don't like it. But I've listened to Drew Petzing, and he's a very smart guy,
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
and like it gets to a point where it's like look at the tools that he had. Like obviously Marvin Harrison, but he was hurt every game or didn't do anything. Like you can scheme him open, but if your quarterback's not hitting him, who is that on? That's not on Drew Petzing.
It's on the offensive line.
But look at the year that Trey McBride had. Look at the year that Michael Wilson started having. They didn't even have a running back, so they had like he didn't have like no real team to actually like
Yeah,
put together.
there was no stability in that
Yeah,
Arizona Cardinals team
and
whatsoever.
that he'll have some stability with the Lions having a potential 1 to 2 good running backs if Montgomery stays. So
Right.
you know, I like this Drew Petzing hire. I think he should call plays. I'm pretty sure that's why they're bringing him in. Um, obviously, he got to do good this year. He can potentially get a head coach job if anything, or just get fired again. Because a lot of eyes are going to be on you being in Detroit.
Right. Especially with that team being as good as they are. So, and it's another situation where, like, albeit injuries can happen, but it's not an excuse with the talent you have on the roster, especially on the offensive side with Jameer and Amon Ra, even Jared Goff when he plays well. So, I know he kind of cooked us when we played against him
He
this
did.
past season, but
That's when they had some
um,
stability in their
yeah,
offense. They had
and
both
it
running backs and
showed.
Trey Benson
It
and James
showed.
Conner. Like, yeah. So
Like,
I actually like Drew Petzing. I listened to a couple of his videos, and just because we had his brother, I had to find out who Drew Petzing was.
yeah,
And he's bald.
he's very
He's
bald.
actually so bald.
It's
Like,
like shiny bald.
shiny
Like I'm gonna
bald.
be soon.
All right, what's next? Oh, the next guy
Mike
that we were just
McDaniel.
talking about. Yeah, Mike McDaniel going to the Chargers.
Yeah,
That's a good fit for him.
it was honestly didn't expect him to go to a church. I honestly thought he was gonna get another head coaching job, but you
Yeah.
know
It's
some head
smart to
coaches,
take that
yeah,
year off because when you go right from coaching a head coach to head coach, you have no leash. Like
no,
it's you do good this year or you're fired. Which
right,
is which is what I was getting into with Kevin Stefanski, and even John Harbaugh. Both of them are like you see a lot of head coaches take a year off now or go back to their position group when they get fired. Like look at what Robert Saleh did back to the Niners DC for a year. Um, so I like the route McDaniel's taking, and I feel like he should get another job soon, potentially, depending on how many jobs open up next year.
right, right. Next, we have the Titans hiring well, we just talked about him, former 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh as their new head coach, replacing Brian Callahan,
Another hire that I
who
actually like. Most
got
people don't
fired
like this
midseason.
one.
I think they're trying to just go off his
Because
past time with the
they're also
Jets, and
saying, oh, why aren't you getting Cam Ward offensive mind? A young quarterback doesn't always need an offensive mind head coach. Like
no,
I get why, because you're saying you should give them offensive mind so your OC's not getting poached. But if
that's
people look at
okay.
it,
That just shows how good your offensive
Robert
coordinator is.
Saleh had the Jets' top 10 defense every
Hmm.
year he was there. He
Yeah,
got fired being 2-3. Like, so what?
like he could have won 5 more
He
games.
could have won 5 more
Still,
games, and then like,
he could have been fired if he won 5 more games.
yeah,
If we're being
yeah.
honest.
So I really like Robert Saleh. He said Tennessee's where he always wanted to be. That he got some nice tools on that defense and Jeffrey Simmons, and the beef between Robert Saleh and Liam Cohen after that Jaguars
Oh yeah,
49ers game. So we'll see what
mm,
happens now.
that's
And it's
that's
funny,
definitely gonna be a Sunday night game.
2 former 49ers DCs in the AFC South now, and D'Amico Ryans.
Ryan's and Robert
Yeah.
Saleh.
So, and this is one of those hires that I don't really have much thoughts on it yet until I see the OC.
Right.
Once I see the OC, then I'll be like, okay, I like this hire a lot more. Like if apparently the favorite for it is a Brian Daboll if he doesn't get the Bills job, and that would make me A+ higher. So
All right, these next two, I'm just going to put them together since they're both the same team. The Falcons retain their defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, and they also hire former Browns OC Tommy Reese as their OC. So he's coming along with Kevin Stefanski, as DJ likes to say.
I like saying Stefanski, yes.
I guess. Not Stefanski.
No. Yeah. Uh, it was a good move to retain Jeff Ulbrich. And Tommy
It
Reese.
showed. They were second in
Yeah.
total sacks.
And
Like, he
Tommy
did an
Reese,
amazing job.
it just depends on who calls play. We'll know, I think, next Tuesday or something. Um, because I'm pretty sure they're trying to get their GM hired so they can
Right.
have their presser at the same time. I know Robert Saleh is having his next Wednesday because they had to push it back because of the snowstorm, which is about to hit the United States, especially in
There's a great
Tennessee.
snowstorm.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. And it's hitting
So
Tennessee.
y'all
It's
about to
hitting
get it bad.
Charlotte's even getting it.
I heard
Like
about Charlotte.
Hornets game got moved up on Saturday because of the snowstorm. So they moved it up, I think, like 3 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, they got Tommy Reese. I don't like some of the play calls he made last year, like, for the win, taking out your quarterback and running whatever they ran.
I watched that game live. I was
Yeah.
pissed.
And Tommy Reese
Sorry
was
for the
the play
curse words,
caller
but
then.
I
He was the
was I
play
was
caller.
genuinely mad.
Like, why are you doing that for the win? That's a play that you're doing
It's
on 2nd and 7 out of nowhere.
something.
You don't do that on the goal line. All right. Yeah, that's enough on Tommy Reese. Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Well, let's move on to
that
the.
game made me mad.
I'm just thinking about it now, and I can't believe that was him that made that play call. Like,
And
didn't I say I could make a better call than that?
Yes, you literally said that because we were. Yeah. Oh, that was a bad because it was Browns Titans, and I remember Shador had like almost 400 yards that game, and they ruined it because they wanted to run that.
He got a touchdown to my cousin, Harold
He
Fannin.
did. Oh yeah, with
So
Kevin Stefanski.
with Kevin Stefanski.
He likes his tight end, so Kyle Pitts might return to the
Feed.
Falcons.
He should be able to feed him.
Just had to add that in because off-season videos will be coming. He'll still be a free agent target for me though.
No, of course. Of course.
All right, what we got
The
next?
Bills, I don't know if this was a shock or not, but it was honestly coming. They fired their head coach, Sean McDermott. They haven't really hired anybody, or I think they probably lined up
They started their
some
interview.
interviews.
They interviewed Lou Anarumo. They're interviewing Grant Udinski. They're probably going to interview Chris Shula.
Can they interview Edgero?
Can they interview Edgero? Yeah, so it seems like they're trying to go younger, but then they interviewed Lou Anarumo, so.
I don't know how old Lou Anarumo, but
like
he sounds
65.
old. He sounds like an old New York mob boss.
Yo, now I got to see how old he is, but yeah, we'll see.
If he's like 60s, bro,
I knew that he's 59. But yeah, I knew that firing was coming. Literally after
60.
that Bills game, I was asking Bobby, do you think McDermott's gone tomorrow? Bobby said he don't know. I was like, I think he is. I wake up and that's not even the first notification I seen. Like it actually took me like 30 minutes before I was like, oh, he's gone. And I was like, okay, it was coming.
DJ, that's one of your like. I ask you a question, then you reply like an hour later.
Yeah.
But yeah, DJ had asked me after the Broncos game, if I'm not mistaken, if he
Right
was gone.
after.
I was like, I don't know, but at the same time, he hasn't really gotten them to where they needed to be. So I wouldn't be surprised if they fired him. So
If the
when
Ravens
it
didn't
did,
fire Hardball, I feel like the Bills wouldn't have fired
right?
McDermott here because I feel like them firing Harbaugh kind of put that pressure on the Bills. Like, hey, the
Oh, are you
Ravens
gonna fire
they
him?
won a Super Bowl with him, but they're not getting things done anymore, and
Right,
now they fired him. So like, do we make that
right.
type of move too? And I think,
And same thing with Mike Tomlin as well. He stepped
yeah,
down though. So
yeah, and I think the Bills should go with a young offensive mind as
yeah,
well. You know,
it's time to get like Josh Allen's not getting any younger,
he's not. He's like
and
he's about to be
he's
31.
29. He'll
He's
be
gonna be 30
30.
when the season starts. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be 30 when the season starts. So, I
Oh, I'm
mean,
already
you gotta
laughing at
you gotta get him some weapons.
this next hiring. I'm already laughing. And
Buccaneers,
they said Baker endorsed him basically.
Baconeers. Yo, Baconeers. Dirty piece of bacon. He
yo,
hasn't talked. I've been
yo,
waiting for
like
him to
I've
talk.
been waiting for him to say something about one of these coaches.
Baconeers. Oh my God. The Buccaneers hire former Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson as their offensive coordinator. I forgot who they replaced.
Josh Grizzard.
That is right. They could have just fired the Belly Bowls too, but
Yeah, and got a nice candidate. But
yeah,
nope.
they could have got a they could have got somebody other than Belly Bowls, but I told DJ this. They're screwed.
Yeah, I don't like the Zach Robinson hiring. He couldn't if he couldn't do all of that with the pieces he has in Atlanta.
I don't expect him to do much in Tampa.
Me either. So I seen a post saying Tyler Algier is gonna sign with the Buccaneers just so he can get all his still all Bucky's touchdowns. Hey,
B2.
who's going in on the last drive of the game? Tyler Algier for the Buccaneers.
I'm telling you, Tyler Algier and Zach Charbonnet are the two worst running backs ever. I swear to God, they've
And
never,
and their
they've
OCs
never
love them.
like for what? Put your superstar running back in for a reason.
Like why do
Not
their
your superstar running back, Tyler Algier. That should have got Raheem Morris fired immediately.
It should have.
I would have fired him immediately if he said Tyler Algier is our superstar running back when you literally have an all-pro running back there too. To me, I felt like it was a lateral move
It was.
for Zach Robinson.
It was a lateral move. And this is basically since it's OC to OC, this is like his last chance to even show he could be a play caller in the league. If anything, he's just gonna be one of those pass game coordinators type coaches until he gets like another OC look in like 5 years.
20, 2030,
Yeah.
2031.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I just don't like it because, like I said, all the weapons he had in Atlanta and he couldn't do anything. So
But Tampa Bay got a little bit
they
more
have more
weapons at the
weapons
wide
and he has
receiver.
more versatility in Baker that he can use.
Right.
Because with Michael Penix, it was a lot harder because of the ACL tears in his knees.
So you had to keep him in the
So
pocket.
yeah, Baker can actually run. So I feel like there's actually gonna be some design Baker runs this year.
You never know. He could do actually good with his team. So I wouldn't be
He's
surprised
from
if
the
he does
McVay
well.
tree, so
Right. So
and yeah, literally like almost all these Bucks offensive coordinators are coming from the McVay tree. Liam Cohen was the McVay tree, and now Zach Robinson. Dave Canales
mm-mm.
was Pete Carroll, but
Edgero was
it
McVay
was
tree.
also McVay. All these guys, Chris Shula, McVay, Kevin O'Connell, McVay,
Yeah.
Zach Taylor, McVay. McVay's just
All these
he's
these
just
guys, man. He's basically the Nick Saban of
like it's
the
crazy.
NFL right
He's
now.
just yeah.
Next, the Giants hire is that special teams coordinator, right?
Yeah.
LaFleur.
Ball of Flores.
Oh, dang it.
Bro, Ant's first words in a while, bottle of floor.
Oh my god, I didn't want to say that first part.
And how did Bob LaFleur came about? Because I was just talking to you about him.
Okay, because DJ was like, you know what? Let's troll Bobby. So he said, okay, give me your last name. And the last name that's been stuck in,
He threw you under the bus.
and then the last name that I
I
was,
asked Ant for the last name, and he gave LaFleur.
yeah, and I was like LaFleur. I was like, because the Rams LaFleur is being talked of going to the
Yeah.
Saints. I mean, the Saints, the
The
Steelers,
Saints, yeah.
the Saints, the Steelers,
We should
and the
have
Browns.
had
But yes,
Kubiak because
So
there's
this
so
Bob LaFleur dude
Bob
is
LaFleur's not real, bro.
he's
I
not
hope
real.
Bob
no,
LaFleur's not
bro.
real.
I hope
I like how y'all tried to troll me. Well, y'all did troll me
We did.
because
we got you. We got DJ got you with that one,
I
bro.
I was like, what is STC? It's definitely special teams, but I was also thinking, why is this relevant?
Why is the special team? Hey, the Buccaneers did get a special teams coach. So they got the Steelers guy that you always see on the sideline. He's like old. I forgot his name, but he's been with the Steelers for like 13 years, and they're always like highlighting him every time the Steelers special teams makes a big play. First name's Danny. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, let's get to something that's actually real this time. The Cowboys hire former Eagles pass
Danny
game
Smith.
coordinator Christian Parker as their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've never heard of the guy, but he
I've
must
never
be
heard of
good
Christian
enough.
Parker. He's the one that Pat Satan basically said he wouldn't be he wouldn't be the player he was without Christian Parker. Cooper
Yeah.
DeJean literally just tweeted it. He said, "Damn, they got a good one." And he also said, "I wouldn't be who I am without him." So
Right.
he's a nice DB coach.
But
So
basically,
look out for Savone Ravel next year and guys like that.
yeah,
To
Cowboys defense should be stepping up then.
they should take off. Their pass coverage should be a lot better, and they probably improve the run. They might go for a corner in the first round now after getting Christian Parker.
They
Monster with
should.
the lane?
But hearing that Pat Surtain and Cooper DeJean are saying that the Cowboys are getting a good one, I'm gonna believe it.
I
And
believe it.
I like the hiring. He got looked at for like I think 4 different DC spots. Commanders looked at him, but Cowboys struck first. So
Yeah. Yeah. All right. The Chiefs bring back
Strike first, strike hard,
OC
Cobra Kai.
Eric Bieniemy, who was previously
Eric
with the
the
Bears.
no Bobby Eric the enemy.
No, bro, I heard it on ESPN as
Eric
the guy
the
was
enemy?
saying Eric the enemy. Not
The enemy? Eric the
yes.
enemy?
I was like, why is his last
Yo,
name the enemy?
the
Like
enemy.
The enemy. Oh my
Eric the
god.
enemy,
Like
bro.
no.
Eric Bieniemy. I never used to be able to say his name ever. It was so
Yeah,
hard for me to say. But
the
he's
enemy,
back with the
bro.
Chiefs, man. He spent like what, 9
Yep.
seasons with them
He was
before
yeah,
he left
and then he wanted to prove himself as a play caller. Went to the Commanders, didn't
Washington.
work, and then he went to college. I don't know
He went
where.
to
It
UCLA.
was UCLA for a year,
Yeah.
and now and then he went to the Bears, and their running backs did pretty good this year. And now Chiefs offensive
They did.
coordinator, and he should have learned a lot in his years gone, especially under Brent Johnson this year. So
Yeah. Bring a little bit more youth back.
yeah,
I know Eric B's like
Eric
what,
B's
60?
old, but like it should bring a lot more, just rejuvenated offense.
We all know Jeremiah Love,
Is
Chief.
a Chief, yes.
He's very
That's
much
like
a Chief.
guaranteed.
So I don't know why I said this. He was there for so long, and then he just spins back. I called it a toxic relationship. I thought like he had went
If you think about it, it
left
really
one
is.
time,
Uh-huh.
came back, left another
Yeah,
time,
that's what it
and then
seemed
came
like.
back.
Yeah,
But he basically was there for a long freaking time, left for
and
3 years,
he
and then
basically
came
tried to
back.
prove himself that he could be a play caller, and that didn't work in
Right?
Washington.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
so
was
he
fired
basically
immediately. Yeah,
But
I do remember
Washington's
he
that.
fell in
defense
love with a
wasn't
girl.
good that year, so
No, it wasn't.
Fell in love with the girl, left the girl, thought he could be a better boyfriend without the girl, but eventually came back to the girl.
What is the scenario? What
Crazy.
did I just hear? Let's move
wow.
on.
Get on to the next coach.
I was trying
Vikings
to.
bring back their defensive coordinator Brian Flores.
Yeah, good. Because everyone was like, because I was wondering why he was getting like looked at for defensive coordinator positions, and then I looked into it, and they said it's because his contract technically expired this offseason.
Yeah,
So technically the Vikings couldn't block him because he wasn't
So
under contract with the Vikings. But
Right.
he re-signed with the Vikings. He's gonna be the
they
Vikings defensive
retained him.
coordinator unless he gets a head coach job. So the deal's
Yeah.
in place. If he doesn't become a head coach, he's staying with the Vikings. If he becomes a head coach, Vikings just find a new defensive coordinator.
Right.
Oh,
And
okay.
only the team I believe that's looking at him, it was the Ravens and Steelers. So
And the Ravens,
Mhm.
which are next,
Ravens are next.
obviously
And
hired
they got the
former chart.
Mike
Oh, that was
McDonald
good. That
of this.
was smooth transition into that. By the way,
That was.
I'm gonna compliment myself off that.
Good job.
They hire former Chargers DC Jesse Minter as their next head coach, replacing John Harbaugh.
I didn't know he started with the Ravens. Like his
Really?
coaching career, yeah, he started with the Ravens as a position coach, and then he went with Harbaugh to Michigan, and then he went with Harbaugh to LA.
I
And
feel
now,
like I do remember
yeah,
hearing about
and
him
basically that's the
in
same.
Michigan.
That's the same path McDonald took, where he was a position coach and finally got moved up to a defensive coordinator. And
Okay.
and now he's back in Baltimore as their head coach. I really like this hiring. I feel like this is what they needed because obviously Harbaugh wasn't calling plays on offense or defense. I expect Mentor to call plays on defense. And that should rejuvenate that defense. And what people are
Something.
thinking, like, what if I already seen Ravens fans saying they bringing back Odafe Owe because he had a career year in Jesse Mentor's scheme.
He did. He really,
Like
yeah. After he left
it's crazy
Baltimore,
that he's back to back with Baltimore, but
bless you,
it
Ant.
would fit.
I saw Ant sneeze.
Yeah, it would fit though.
Could have
So
been a cough,
we'll see. I like
but
Jesse Mentor.
thank you.
Obviously, that OC hire is gonna matter a lot. Don't let it be Greg Roman.
I don't know who Greg Roman is, so
The
I don't know
he
who
Chargers
must
that
be
is
OC
either.
this
terrible.
past year.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
That got
no,
fired.
he would be terrible.
Basically.
nah.
But we'll see. He's probably just gonna bring some Chargers coaches that are currently there now.
Yeah.
That's what they always do. Like Robert Saleh, Kyle Shanahan already is anticipating Robert Saleh to poach his staff. So, he's going to get he's probably going to get 49ers OC. I think he's what is he? What's his name? I don't know. He's one of the brothers though of the head coaches that are in the league. Kubiak.
One of the brothers. Yeah.
He's a Kubiak.
Clay?
Yeah.
Clay Kubiak?
Yeah.
There's too many.
Yeah, that's Kubiak, bro. Bro, and then
There's Clint. There's Clay.
There's Clay, and
There's Dad.
Bro, and then I was looking at the Chargers roster because I was seeing if I noticed any of their coaches to see if Jesse Minter can bring. His own dad is on the Chargers staff.
That's
So it's
crazy
just a
work.
family affair, bro.
Yeah.
Bunch of nepos. A bunch of nepos.
His dad is on the Chargers staff. I was like, last name Minter. I was like, seems like his dad.
Has to be his dad.
It was his dad, yeah.
A bunch of
But yeah,
nepos.
obviously, there's not much I can say about this now.
Finish my essay. 6,000 words completed. My
Good job, Mark. But why is
Good
it
job.
6,000 words?
The whole entire world knows that you completed your essay
The
of
whole
6.
world.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
whole
sir.
world.
6,000 words,
Yes.
Bobby.
No, I'm not live.
6,000? Sheesh, brother.
It's a
What
recording,
is it
bro.
on, bro?
No cursing. No cursing. This is a family-friendly
I
channel.
didn't even hear him.
I
Yeah.
can't hear him either, but what
what's
is
our
his
next
project?
thing?
6,000 words on.
English essay.
Why is
Yeah.
it 6,000?
He has to be taking like honors or something.
Yeah, he's taking honors.
Yeah, that makes about sense.
I'm gonna take AP English next. There's no
But you're taking honors. There is, but you took honors.
AP or honors. It doesn't
You're not
matter.
muted,
But
I lied.
Oh, sorry.
that has been all the coaching hirings and firings so far. Should I just say this now?
Yeah.
Obviously, I think DJ said it earlier. Our next episode will be mostly coaches
One of the
based.
episodes, whenever all these coaches get hired,
A few. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be after the Super Bowl.
Whenever
It's
we get
gonna
all
be
10.
something.
For
Whenever
some
we
Because right
get
now we
all
only have
10.
what, 5?
Yeah, 5
Right
out of
now
10.
we have about 5.
The teams left are Cardinals, Steelers, Browns, Raiders, Bills.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
that's 5 more head coaching
With
spots
another 5.
possible. So DJ's going down in his chair. I saw that. let's get
How'd you just
Desk
like
is down.
slowly disintegrate
Oh,
into your chair?
he just slowly.
No, I need to get one of them desks that can stand.
Yeah.
I would actually
Oh,
use
so you
that.
can
Bro,
stand with it.
I hate sitting on this dumb chair
Yeah, no, I would actually love a desk that I can move up and
that would
down.
stand.
Elevate that can move with you.
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
like if
You
I want
stand,
to
it
sit, I can
stands.
sit.
My eyes
Yeah.
burning.
Mm.
What's next, Bobby?
Let's get on to you're supposed to be our number one, but you're playing like a bum.
Oh my. Nah, that situation is just crazy to me because you're talking about a guy
Oh,
that's currently
member.
on the team. Like
McDermott?
if he no, when they were talking about Keon Coleman
Yeah.
in the presser, yeah, they're talking about him while he's still on the team. Like he's not cut, he's not traded, and they're talking about him like that. That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah. So what's even the context?
Basically, their I believe it was their owner was saying that it was basically McDermott and the coaching staff that pushed for Keon when
Okay.
Brandon Bean didn't want it.
Right.
And basically I think
Bless you.
he said like, yeah,
Bless you.
the coaching staff like pushed for Keon Coleman and Bean just went along with it.
I mean,
That's low key sad.
it kind
You got a
of
group
they
of people
basically
pushing for
forced his
you.
hand.
Yeah. It's
They forced his
sad,
hand in it,
but
and
it's just crazy cuz like I said, you're saying that to about a player that's still rostered
Still
on
on
the
the team.
team. Like,
So now like Keon's probably thinking like, bro didn't even want me,
yeah.
and now he's probably gonna trade me.
And
probably
that's going to
yeah,
He's
also
gonna be a
hurt the Bills'
Panther.
value as well.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a
dude.
Panther.
That reputation is
Like
like
the Bills are
Anthony
going to
said.
the
My
Bills are going to have
reputation.
no value for him now that teams hear that.
Yeah, he's
But then
basically going. He's
but then
gonna
a
go for like a
video
sixth
of the
rounder.
Bills at the draft or like in their draft room came out about their GM and owner talking about how they liked Keon Coleman so much. So now it seems like they're lying.
So who's lying here?
Yeah.
At that point, like
I think they threw McDermott under the bus.
They gotta be
they
lying.
had to. They
Somebody,
had to
somebody
throw
gotta
him
be
under the
lying, bro.
bus. Cause like
Yeah,
if
literally the video came out and it was the owner and GM both said like, "Man, look at Keon Coleman." Like they talked about his 40 time and they were like
but
basically
it
saying how
was
he
on
would
video,
excel.
so it could all be like a smoke screen.
But it's also that was what almost a year 2 years ago at this point. So like who would
Yeah,
remember that?
right.
I'm pretty sure it was
But
on Hard Knocks maybe.
was it?
It
I'm
might
not
have been
too
a
sure.
Hard Knocks or like the Bills like draft room videos. But yeah,
Right.
this situation's weird. We'll see what happens. I expect him to not be on the Bills next year.
I don't. Yeah. Oh, I also want to say like all the Panthers fans that are saying Keon Coleman is better than Jalen Coker.
And
Shut the
Panthers
fuck
fans
up.
saying they'll trade Leggett for Keon Coleman. I wouldn't. Leggett's a good blocker,
Leggett is a quality player. Yes, he can't. He can barely catch the ball sometimes,
but he can
but that's
block.
okay. But
He
he
can
can block.
block.
He helps in the run game heavy.
Besides when he's
Heavy.
holding or
Let's not talk
offsides.
about
Yeah,
it.
but let's not talk about offensive offsides. Let's get into these divisional round games, starting with the Bills and Broncos. We don't got to go through the full game recap. We could just really talk about the big things that happened. Um, Josh Allen played bad.
Josh Allen sold. He
Terrible.
sold the
It's
game.
terrible.
Right,
Yeah,
Terrible.
sure.
it
Terrible
was
game.
literally that right before half play that really was. I was like, "What are you doing?
Because why would
bro?
you? Why would
Why
you
are you shoveling it back?"
flicking it back?
I missed that play. I was busy.
Yeah, bro. I
That
was
was
about
just
to
a
turn it off,
dumb
and I was
play,
like,
bro.
"Oh, they're
I'm
just gonna
sorry.
run the clock out." I turned around
But then
and
he
I hear
scrambles.
Josh Allen's running, so I turn around and then I see him
He
throw the
scrambles
ball.
and
He
And
laterals
to
the
ow.
be honest,
ball.
when I was watching the game, it felt like he was doing that all game.
He was but it's also he had no help. Like
Nah,
the Bills really need to get him a
He really
good wide
did.
receiver one in the draft.
something.
Because basically, like their tight ends are like their water receiver
The
ones in a
tight ends
way.
are really
Because
good.
like
And
yeah,
My Dalton Kincaid X Factor.
you were right
Yeah,
about that one.
you were
Hey,
correct.
DJ got a comment about
I
it.
got a
Somebody
comment about
commented
me
about it
talking about
about
Ethan
his ball
Warren as
knowledge.
my X Factor.
That was really good.
I was
It was
like,
a good
good.
read.
that's who has to shut down CMC.
And guess what?
That's who shut down CMC. But
Who?
also the injury.
Who?
Nicky Manwari.
Memori.
Yeah,
And Memori?
you
Memori?
men worry.
Memori.
But yeah, I watched a little bit of that back half of that game. Crazy, crazy plays. My question is, was it a catch?
It's
It was a
it's
catch,
weird.
But then he stripped him down. Like he
It's
stripped him
weird.
as like they were
It didn't
tumbling.
look. Yeah, he didn't
I
have
counted as a
control when he
catch.
hit the ground though.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the
That's
ball,
how
they were still
he was able
fighting
to
for
like
the
strip
ball
it.
when Brandon Cooks hit the ground. So I would say it's an interception,
Mhm.
but you can also slow down. Like Gene Steratton tweeted about it and was basically saying like he doesn't like when we slow down plays like that.
Mhm.
Basically like that. And he's the rules analyst for the NFL. So the rules analyst saying that there might be a slight change this upcoming year.
Right.
Because the rules analyst is usually supposed to basically just say that the refs are right. That's basically his job.
Or wrong.
Mm.
He's just supposed to say like refs are right, refs are wrong. And typically what he says is what was called though.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
So it was a close one. I
it was a
couldn't really
close game.
decipher it, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
went to
that
overtime.
play did change everything.
Hey, look, my arm does not look weird. Anyways,
Nah, do it
I've
at
been
the angle
contemplating.
and the look.
I
You
felt my knee.
don't leave. Don't leave.
No, I hit my knee on like the tip of the dresser, like the
Dang.
handle of the dresser, bro. It bashed my knee. I felt all
But yeah,
my ACLs
after
just
that Josh
laughing at me.
Allen interception, the Broncos drive, all they needed was a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
And they get the field goal, what, 30 minutes later after the
Yeah.
game?
That's literally how they win like most of their season games, bro. It's
I
just by
Oh.
a field goal.
What did I tell you? That was
'Cause
literally
I was looking
what it was.
back at it.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking back at it on real, bro, and I seen like Lutz field goal, Lutz field goal, Lutz
Mm-hmm.
field. Like okay,
Yeah,
Should have been Lutz
but yeah,
field
as
goal.
Bobby was saying, but also the Tre'Davious, some of those PIs on that last drive though.
Oh my
Come
god, it
on
was
now.
bad.
It
I'm
was
like, what are
bad.
you
And
doing?
I don't blame Tre'Davious White for getting in that ref's face and screaming at him. I would do the same
No.
thing because your season's over at that point. You know Will Lutz is gonna make that kick. I don't care. Go
It's a
argue.
chip shot.
And I bet Sean McDermott told him go argue, go make your case.
go
too.
argue with the ref.
I would very much argue.
Like one of them was PI, but one of them I don't remember which one was which.
I think it was the first one that didn't look like a PI
that
much.
first one, which is what really put the Broncos in field goal range, and that second one just got
Field
them
goal
down to
range.
the goal line, basically. And that's when it's like, all right, just go
Just
ahead.
win the
But then
game.
yeah, like Bobby said, 30 minutes after the game,
It was reported that Bo Nix fractured his ankle.
Apparently
And
doing
he's
the
out
kneel,
for the
like
rest of the
taking the knee.
playoffs.
yeah, luckily it's just a fracture, so he shouldn't miss any time going into next year. Obviously, he's missing the rest of this playoffs and Super Bowl if they make it. So that means Jarrett Stidham will start this week against the Patriots, and Jarrett Stidham hasn't
Like, out
thrown a
the earbuds
regular
in his
season
ears.
pass since what 2024 they
At
say.
least
17?
24?
Oh.
2017?
Bro, he's not that old.
17?
I know
My
bro
bad,
hasn't
my
thrown
bad.
the ball much, but sheesh.
No
Yeah.
diss to Stenham, bro. My bad.
So we'll see how Stidham can do. Guys said don't count him out. It's just
I seen some of his highlights, bro.
yeah,
He's a
from
baller.
The
2
one
years
against the
ago.
Raiders or the one with the Raiders against the 49ers? I mean,
Yeah.
he did cook him up, but
Either
that was
or.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot can happen in 2 years.
A lot can happen.
I mean, but
And
he has a
he's
week to
been
practice.
learning.
Come on, I got
He's
that.
been learning, but also the thing about it is, yeah, practice. You can always say practice this, practice that. It doesn't matter until
It's
you're
game
on
speed.
that field.
Game speed is a different
And
thing.
you're actually gonna hear me talk about that when we get into our like X factors and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's that game speed that really matters because you can practice. You can
Sorry,
practice
I
all
was
you
laughing
want.
at the next.
The next.
Yeah, the next game.
Oh, what I put.
Yeah.
And bro,
Because that's basically what it summed up to.
I was typing a little note about each game, and I said, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And let's just get
Basically.
into that game because the Bo Nix fractured ankle was the big part of that one. 49ers, Seahawks.
Belt.
To
Buns.
Buns.
Yeah.
Where's my belt? I don't have my belt.
It was BTA.
Anyways,
pull the mic
that was just terrible,
I
bro.
went to Target.
That was terrible.
Like right before the game
That was a
started,
hard watch.
and then I click on Reel. I didn't even get a notification. I just click on Reel to see like, who got the ball first and stuff. And I already see 7-0. I'm like, all right, what happened?
Rashid Shaheed, bro.
Rashid
freaking Shaheed.
I was on the
bro.
toilet when that happened. I know it's TMI,
I
but
was too.
I was on the toilet.
I was like, damn.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I see the noti pop up. I'm like,
I'm walking into Target and I'm just like, oh, let me check this score. 7-0. I'm like, So they scored in one play. I'm thinking it was offense play. I didn't even think of special teams, and it says Rashid Shaheed. I'm like,
But
oh
who
my
was
No,
god.
bro, I
surprised?
wasn't. I had bubble
Shaheed
goods,
is
bro. I was
one
in
of
the
the best.
bathroom,
I'm not surprised. It
and
was
then I heard pops, bro. I
just came
heard
out of
pops like,
nowhere.
"What the heck?" I was
Yeah,
like, "What?
there's really
Who
not much to say
scored?"
about this game. 49ers
Rashid
injury riddled
Shaheed.
season again.
It's that
Jake
dang power plant.
Tonjes looked like he
I
could
seen
have
that.
tore
I
his
seen it.
Achilles. CMC got hurt, putting his body on the line for the team. He played every game.
Yeah,
This
he had like
year.
a
Yeah, he had a
something in his shoulder.
injury.
Shoulder stinger, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
it was just BTA. Seahawks.
Zach Charbonnet
won.
had a game. Didn't
Zach
he have like 3
Charbonnet got hurt.
touchdowns? I'm like,
No, that was Kenneth
oh
Walker.
It
wait,
was Kenneth
no,
Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
K9
My bad.
had 3.
3
Thank
yards.
God.
3 tutties.
Oh yeah, he walked.
He
Yeah.
cooked.
There's not
Not
much to say
Charbonnet.
about that game. Texans Patriots. Sloppy.
Also a weird game. Very
Sloppy.
sloppy. Weather played a
Weather
factor.
Yep. But sloppy for the guy that everyone's saying is better than my quarterback.
Never.
Big Man's
My
terrible.
quarterback would never throw 4 interceptions. He probably would, but
He probably will, but that's
Oh,
the
shut.
type
My
of
bad.
game
My
they
bad.
wanted Bryce to play against the Rams. I
against the
texted Bobby
Rams.
that. That's the game everyone wanted and expected Bryce to play.
Nope.
Nope. My
Bryce
quarterback's a
lives
playoff
for the
riser.
biggest moments.
He does.
Do you know what college he played at?
Those are but Stroud basically are the red flags we pointed out, Bobby, his footwork and stuff in the pocket, his pocket presence,
Turnovers,
his
yeah.
awareness. Yeah. And even
Bad.
Drake May was a little sloppy too, had some fumbles.
Yeah,
He had
like
4 fumbles, 2
2,
of them
3
were picked
fumbles.
up.
But yeah, that
Yeah,
Texans
and
D
then he
line was
had
getting
like
to him.
1
That
interception.
defense was keeping him in the game for a while.
Both
I think when
defenses.
Told y'all,
Stroud got
bro.
to 3,
Told y'all. Like
what do you mean we said it too? That deep.
we all said it. Yeah, we
What
all
do you
said
mean
it.
I
We all
told
said it. My
y'all?
bad.
Are we telling the audience?
My bad.
I told y'all.
Yes.
Like,
Oh well, it didn't
My
say.
bad.
I told y'all.
I told y'all.
You know, whenever I say y'all, I mean me and the audience.
How would I know that? Bro, that's
I
not
don't
what
know.
bro means,
Telepathically, bro. We
That's not what bro
gotta
means,
be there, bro.
but yeah.
You just won $14 making picks.
You just won $22 making picks.
I won 14.
I got my notification too. But yeah, sloppy game. Patriots.
It was a
They just got
pretty
out with the
Patriots
dub.
came
defensive.
out with the win. Yeah,
of
when
the game.
Stroud was at 3 interceptions, it was still only like an 8-point game, and that's what
Yeah.
was crazy to me.
Yeah.
But me
Drake
and
May
Bobby
saw
will-
the parlay,
me and
but
Bobby
it's
will
okay.
talk a little about this next game, and then we'll let Ant take over for his.
What did you go for? What did you go for, Jack May?
This pass attempts, and he was 3
Oh
short.
my. Yeah, because
Oh,
the fumbles in the blowout.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
But yeah.
It's
Me and Bobby
okay.
will start off talking about this next game, and then we'll let Ant take the stage.
the Chicago Bears versus the Los Angeles Rams, obviously, Ant's the Rams fan, so we'll talk about the Bear side.
We'll talk a little about the Rams too, but yeah, I wrote it in the notes here on the script. It was a slow defensive game. I like
yeah, it was.
defensive games though; those are my favorites. But I've been saying it that in them close games always come back to hurt teams at the end, especially at
And
the
one
end
of
of the
those
year.
teams?
I have it in. I'm gonna talk about it more. It's in my notes for I think one of these teams. But yeah, Bears, they've been living all year with the comeback late, and it almost worked here, but at some point, especially in the playoffs, those don't work anymore.
Right.
For the Rams, I really, like I said, defensive game. I liked how both teams played. Stafford, they still threw the ball a lot.
Maybe
Stafford,
a little too
like
much.
40, 45
Bro,
times,
you
bro.
can't-
Three
Bro,
plays,
I
three
think-
pass attempts, bro. The commentator even said
He
it.
got 30
Oh,
pass
yeah,
attempts
3
in the
plays, 3
first
pass
half.
He had
He
like
got 30
20
pass
something
attempts.
He had 10 at the end of the first drive.
first drive.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, goddamn. I was lucky
Like,
pissed,
it
but
was honestly pissed.
at least y'all part of this, guys. I won't mind
I
Why
saying
were you
didn't.
pissed?
Pissed?
we didn't run the ball as much.
Oh, for Ant. Yeah.
Sometimes playoffs, most teams don't run the ball, unless you're
Not a
blowing
lot of
them out
teams run
like
the
the
ball.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the 49ers don't have a good run defense or pass defense, so
Yeah.
it was all for nothing.
But yeah, Bobby, you put in there that Caleb had throw of the year
Oh,
potentially.
no, that was
Did
me.
I?
Oh, that was you, Ant?
That was
Did I
me.
write that down in my
Yeah.
Oh
notes?
no, Ant wrote that down. I didn't know
I
who
wrote
that
that
was.
down.
I
I was like,
like last week.
he threw 4
Let me
interceptions,
see.
but I was like, was that last throw like throw of the year
I
where
did.
he?
I said Caleb has
Also,
to keep it going,
hey,
and he did
all you fans out
until
there,
the very end.
don't bet against your own team, especially your own quarterback to throw an interception.
Yeah, buddy.
I wonder who'd do that.
I just
And,
want to
and
say
we tell
that.
you,
Whoever would do that,
and
bro.
oh my god, my light fell. But and
Oh my god.
every
Slowly
time that's
getting
an X.
dark.
That's an X. I get an X for that. I
an
deserve
X.
that one. But
Yeah.
and every time we tell
He
you
was
don't
close.
bet against your own team, you do it
He was
anyways,
so
and you see what
close to
happens.
doing it, bro. He was
Yeah,
literally
you can
so close
always
to
say
doing
something
it.
so close.
He
You
was
can
like,
always say
just
that,
stay
but
here,
like
just stay here,
never
bro.
bet against your own team with a
No,
play like that,
like
bro.
the dumber play that I did against with Stafford is the rush attempts. I don't even know why the hell I did
Bro,
rush
when I
attempts.
seen that, I was like, the only way he gets rush attempts if he gets kneels.
And he
Yeah,
only had
because of
one,
those
because you know
counts.
why? Because he kneeled.
Yeah, he kneeled at the end of the half, right? Or something? Or at the end
Yes,
of the game?
bro.
And what did he
No,
need?
bro. I
One and a
guess I
half.
just heard.
He needed 2 rush
Yeah,
attempts,
well,
and he only
I
had
needed
1.
2, so that was that one. But
That's
anyways, no,
crazy.
I just heard I heard somebody interviewing like the Chicago's defense, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna try to have Stafford move out of the pocket." So I was like, "There's no way he doesn't run twice." Oh, it stood like
There
a
was right
statue
he
and just
didn't
took it.
there was right he
Pause.
didn't run twice, so yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a
Ant, go ahead and take over. I don't
statue
got
on
much
me.
to say about this game. I liked it, and the Bears showed a lot of growth in this game. Colson
But
Loveland
Caleb.
Will be good. Caleb still has a
Hmm
few of his problems where he does a little bit too much.
Can we talk about
Let's
his
talk about
nickname?
that. Let's talk about that last play. Everyone's blaming it on DJ Moore. The interception.
It's partial.
It's
First
half.
the ball. First
It
the
was a
ball's
bad
under.
ball. A
It was a
bad
bad
ball.
ball.
It
Yeah,
was read by the safety.
it
It
was,
was
it
right. It
was,
was
it
read by
was.
Cam Curl from the beginning. He played
He
Caleb.
literally said he read it. So
Yeah,
So
you can see that
in
even
a
if
post
DJ
game
didn't
interview,
stop, it was either going to be a pick or DJ was going to get lit up.
yeah. So
yeah. So
if that ball's DJ was well passed. The ball was under. The ball got picked. DJ probably gave up on his route because he knew the ball was under. So
And I don't think DJ Moore is going to be a Bear next year.
you don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
All I'm saying is, them going into overtime cashed my parlay for Caleb because I look he thought he wasn't gonna get that.
What then? Pass attempts?
Even for pass
He
attempts and then Luther
How
Burden, I
many
bet
did
on
you
his
need?
targets. I bet on Luther Burden to get 8 targets, and I bet
No,
on
I mean
Williams to
Caleb.
get 32 attempts.
He got that. No, he got that
And he
before
was
half. He got that before half. Yeah, or before the game ended. Like
I could have swore
before
he was at
overtime.
he
Yeah,
needed like
he
2
he got
more.
it on his last pass before overtime.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, he
Caleb
did.
got
Yeah, he
37,
did.
bro.
Yeah, because they had
And
Yeah, so
48 in total, right? Both
yeah,
quarterbacks,
mhm.
48.
or I know Stafford had
I think
48.
that was Stafford. Yeah.
They both had 42.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, but yeah, and
And
so
Stafford's gonna throw that same amount this week.
He literally
Nah,
averages
actually
at
no, I
least
don't think so.
42
I
attempts,
bet
bro.
his line is at
50,
Let's
50 attempts, bro.
37.
let's look right now. I'm on here right now, actually.
Yeah, and go ahead and while Bobby's looking, go ahead and start talking about.
Why is
It could
my
be short, it could be
notification
long,
sounds on?
whatever you wanna.
So yeah, that was a crazy game. Weather was definitely a big impact for both teams. Um, I did not expect the Bears defense to be that good, but our O line was low-key getting like bullied in a
But
way.
Anthony, his rush attempts are at 1.5 again.
DJ, did I not say? I know Anthony wasn't in,
You
but I
said
said that K Dot being in the offensive line didn't help at all.
it didn't. It really
Not really.
didn't.
It
No,
made
it
it
was
even
just the
worse.
tackles. The 2 tackles just were
But
able
he
to
was
get him
also
every
getting,
time.
yeah. Like y'all were thrown off by
But
stunts and stuff.
he did help, by with the run
He
game.
helped the
Partially,
run, but y'all didn't
slightly.
run the
Right.
ball enough.
Nope.
Yeah, we didn't run the ball enough at all.
I should have ran the ball.
I finally seen Puka's weakness. Puka's kryptonite is man coverage. Puka was getting
Now you
smothered in
finally
DJ
believe,
secondary.
has been correct.
bro.
Yes,
You play
yes, I
man
see it.
coverage and like Puka's nowhere. Like
Edro, take notes.
Puka's like, I don't know, bro. Like Puka's just
Devontae
frozen.
can be man coverage,
Um,
bro.
No, Devontae
yeah,
is a physical.
Devontae can.
He's a physical, but Puka is too. But Puka's more shifty.
It's just yeah. Um, Yeah, it's really slow game. Really slow game. Um, Hiring got a touchdown. Um, our defense did really good, or maybe Caleb Williams just did
Played
really
very
bad. I
bad.
don't know.
It's
Like,
action.
okay, there's no way, bro. You still have that?
Yeah, it was in my suitcase.
It was in my suitcase. Um, I think
Frame by
yeah,
frame two in
Durant
production.
had. It is in production. Oh my gosh.
I just
In
remembered
We're
it.
gonna start recording my scene, bro. Like my scene's literally next.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Single scene.
yeah,
Scenes.
um, yeah,
And
it's
anything else?
really slow. But surprised we didn't run the ball more often. But Kyron still had a decent game. Um, yeah.
He scored that touchdown. I forgot what it was.
Mhm.
Oh, it was the one to put him up.
He scored the first
And
touchdown
then
of the
and
game.
but he scored another
Oh, and
touchdown
then
too.
Money
Yeah.
Mevis, Money Mevis. Thank you to Money
Yeah.
Mevis. Because if that was Cardi kicking that field goal, we're losing.
Watch,
Cardi
it's
would have
going
made that.
straight. It's going. It's rearing off to the
And
right.
we're gonna curve, bro. It's gonna slant somehow.
But yeah, that game was definitely a struggle to watch.
Mhm.
And Caleb, that that nickname, that's gay.
It wasn't as bad as
That's gay.
the Patriots and Texans, but
Nah,
it was still pretty
at
sloppy.
least this game was a classic.
Yeah.
That one was not a classic. Maybe a hood classic, but not a classic. Let's get into talking about this championship round.
Yeah.
What game are we starting off with?
We start off with the
Start off
Patriots Broncos because that's the
Thank
first
you,
game.
thank you,
this year.
thank you,
We're
thank
gonna
you.
start with X factors,
I
or
have my notes.
Yeah. In the way that it says on the script, X Factor, Red Flag, Confidence Meter, Score Prediction.
I look
But
forgot about conference meter.
That's quick though. That's out of 10.
Yeah,
How confident are you in
it's
that?
it's off the
Out
dome.
of
It's
10.
off the dome, bro.
yeah,
It's off
off
the
the
dome. You
dome,
got
I
it.
have
yeah.
mine written down, but
Um,
I'll start us
who's gonna
off.
go first?
My X Factor for the Patriots, their defensive line. Main reason, Stidham
Mm,
hasn't played a game in a while. Get pressure on him, force some errant throws. Also stop the run because the Broncos may try and lean more on that run game to
I literally
Oh,
said
I
that.
hate
I
you,
literally
DJ.
said that.
Oh,
I
I
hate
hate
you,
you.
bro. I
I
hate
hate you
you, bro.
to
so
relieve
goddamn
Oh
much.
my.
to take pressure off of Stidham, they're probably gonna run the ball. So be ready to stop the
Yes.
Yes,
run,
bro.
which they got some good defensive tackles and good edge rushers. So
Yes,
funny
yes, they
thing
do.
for the Broncos, my X factor, their defensive line. The Patriots
Same thing.
offensive tackles haven't been the best pass blockers. Will Campbell will be good in the league, but it takes rookie offensive tackles a
It
little
takes
bit.
some time.
Morgan Moses is not that good. Their defensive ends can get leverage. Stunts work a lot. Force Drake May out the pocket and make them uncomfortable. Basically, try and do what the Texans did with your defensive line. Move them around, even though the
I feel
Texans
like they
don't do
could,
that.
low key.
Um, yeah, move them around. Get encourage like it's really their edge rushers that need to get pressure, but Milton Williams can get pressure up the middle. For both teams, I really have the defensive line, and I have the note right under it. This game will be won in the trenches.
I believe that statement. For me, for my X factors, I put Drake May. Obviously, the game against the Texans was kind of a defensive game, but he also had his struggles as well, and I feel like he needs to clean that up because with this Broncos defense, they won't let you have those mistakes, and just expect you to not execute. But obviously, with the Broncos situation at quarterback, it's up in the air if they'll be able to make those conversions off turnovers. So, in the meantime, if Drake May just plays his game and does what he's supposed to offensively, I think he should be fine. And for the Broncos, me and Ant got mad, but I put RJ Harvey, as DJ said
Yes.
previously. The Broncos are probably going to have to rely heavy on the run. So I had to put RJ Harvey there. He had a decent game against the Bills. I forgot what his stats were, but um and against the Texans, the Patriots stopped Woody Marks, but honestly, RJ Harvey's a way better running back than Woody Marks right now. So I feel like RJ Harvey should have at least a decent game. I don't think he's gonna like have a legendary game, but if he does, then I'm glad I put him as my X factor for the Broncos. So yeah.
Um, So yeah, X factor. I put the same thing as Bobby. I put RJ Harvey. I put the run game, or defense. But yeah, I think they're gonna rely heavy on the run game, because a bunch of other running backs have had games against them, like really high stat games where like they had over like 100 plus yards. And I think RJ Harvey is, he's up there with those running backs. Like for example, like Devon A Chain, A Chain or A Chan,
Either or. I know
either
some
or.
people say
Um,
HN.
oh, there's also Cooks, Hall, Singletary. Did I say that right?
Devin.
Singletary.
Devin
Yeah,
Singletary.
Devin Singletary. Um, and yeah, that's it. For the Patriots, also have Drake May. Basically, me and Bobby are the same. I think the Broncos defense is gonna be really like hard to pass and throw. So I think Drake May is gonna really have to rely on his legs to move him out of the pocket.
I
Just
like
like
that idea.
what's his name, Josh Allen. I think he is a little bit better on mobility than Josh Allen. He might not be as big, but he's a little quicker. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel like for Drake May, it's kind of an option for him to run. I don't think his first idea is to run, but once he gets that
no,
pressure, but it also showed like if you get to him fast, he's gonna make mistakes, and if he has that ball so like far back where he wants to throw, so you could be able to
and then
reach
yeah,
and just
swat it out.
swat it out of his hand. So, but he also tried to run against the Texan and he got peanut punched. So
Yeah,
maybe,
I mean,
maybe not. I don't know.
isn't the Broncos like under the Texans defensively wise?
I
I
think
wouldn't know,
so. Yeah.
because they're
But they're
definitely like
still on
top
the
five defenses.
yeah, they're still on the same level. So yeah, but
Yeah,
let's move on to the NFC Championship. DJ, get us started.
Well, we haven't even done our red
maybe
flags.
doing red
Oh,
flags.
my bad.
My red flag
You're good.
for the
You're
Patriots. I
good.
said it last week. It's the linebackers. Teams can attack the linebackers, especially on quick passes.
I seen that. I seen
Dalton
that.
Schultz had 2 catches for 47 yards in the first quarter before he left with injury.
Mhm.
He would have had a big game and probably would have kept the Texans in that game if he didn't get hurt, especially because no Nico Collins. So yeah, I've been targeting that matchup with the Patriots and their linebackers because they're good, but it's like that's where you can attack. You always got to find that weak spot in the defense, and that would be their weak spot. And for the Broncos, it's just their QB experience. It's going to be the biggest game of Stidham's career. He hasn't played a regular season game since 24. Ant was mentioned earlier. He may look good in practice, but game speed is what's really going to matter. And then I said he's either going to start one of two ways: bad and rusty, or he's going to have that backup quarterback Linsanity run until he gets,
Yeah,
until he's on the scouting report. It's gonna go one or two ways. He's gonna be bad, like look terrible, or he's gonna look very
like
good.
this year's Andy Dalton.
Like who's a backup quarter? Like how like sometimes like Joe Flacco just comes in and just plays
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good, like something like that. So that's what I have.
Well, for my red flags is basically the Patriots need to make sure they keep that ball protected at all costs. It doesn't matter if it's fumbles or interceptions. You need to play a straightforward offensive game and make sure you keep that ball all the way throughout the game. I know for the Broncos, once they get if they do force turnovers, they have a possibility of converting off of them, but that's also a red flag for the Broncos. Are they going to be able to convert with their quarterback situation? Just like DJ said, he hasn't played in about 2-3 years, maybe. So, in all honesty, he needs to be prepared. Obviously, he's been in the backup role. He hasn't had much play time, even in because they played a lot of close games. They never had a blowout game to where he had to come in, get a couple throws, just get his game flowing for a little bit. So this is definitely going to be a test for Jared Stidham and the Broncos. I kind of mixed them both, but for the Patriots, keep the ball, protect the ball, and for the Broncos, Jared Stidham just needs to be prepared. This is a big game. It's basically going to the Super Bowl. So, well, it's not basically. It is going to the Super Bowl, but yeah.
Um. Yeah. For the red flags for the Broncos, I basically put QB experience like DJ. Stenham hasn't touched the ball in forever, so I don't know how that's gonna really work out for the Broncos offense. I feel like their defense is gonna be the main one that keeps them in the game. Patriots, the red flag. Ooh, I put their wide receivers getting open in that Broncos secondary. I really think that Broncos secondary probably shuts them down with Diggs and who else? Stephon Diggs and the other guy.
Matt
The guy's
Collins,
Yeah.
Keyshawn Booty.
Yep. I think those guys get shut down in that Broncos defense.
One-handed.
Broncos.
He didn't very much have a one-hander. So what's your guys' confidence meter for both teams?
Broncos 5.
I was gonna say the
There's
same
a way.
thing.
There's a way that their defense keeps them in this game.
Yeah,
Patriots
for
That's
sure.
exactly what I was thinking.
9. Only because
Patriots 9?
I don't know about Stidham.
Yeah.
Mm.
You don't want to say 10 because
Yeah.
that'd just be
I
crazy.
mean,
Yeah.
Broncos. Yeah, Broncos. I put 5. Patriots. Put a 7.
It's gonna be another. It's probably gonna end up being another defensive matchup. See which defense wins, and then whatever defense wins, that offense will just flow off the defense and then run away with the game.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think the Broncos are gonna get away with the close games again. Not this time.
Not with
This
that Knicks, no.
Nah.
And score prediction, I have the Patriots winning 27-17.
That's funny. I have the Broncos. Oh, I have the Patriots winning 31-17.
The Patriots.
funny, huh?
I think the Broncos hold them to a score of 20, and I think the Broncos with Stidham is only going to score 7.
7?
7.
One
Okay.
touchdown?
I have a feeling Stidham is going to
One-
probably throw. He's
One
going to
touchdown.
Because
Luckily, I stayed
because he
away.
doesn't touch the ball, bro.
what's his name? Their coach, Sean Payton. He's like Dave Canales. That his opening drive is like the best scripted drive ever. Like you've seen it against the Bills,
Bro.
but then Lil Jordan Humphrey dropped a wide open catch.
Unless like he goes off like momentum and like he sees the defense doing well, so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna lock in and maybe, just maybe, but not
Yeah.
always.
Now let's get into the Rams Seahawks. Bobby, we'll do what we did last week, where we'll just do ours first and then have Ant do his whole thing plus whatever he wants to add. So for me, my X factor for the Rams is Devontae Adams. You know, I was saying that a little earlier. It's really just the Rams wide receivers in general, but the Seahawks run a lot of man. The wide receivers need to get open quick because if you don't, that D line will get to Stafford because Stafford is not going to be able to run.
Nope.
Someone other than Puka really needs to get open, and I feel like Devontae can be that guy. He wasn't there in that second Thursday night game when they played there.
No.
That was really all Puka, and a big reason why Puka had like damn near 250
Yeah, QB
yards.
stats, bro. Like,
but yeah. So Devontae can beat man coverage. As Ant said, he finally learned that man coverage is not Puka's thing.
No, it's not.
Man coverage.
It's really
You're
not.
kind of taking
No.
Puka out the play. And Devontae can beat it, and I think Devontae should bring an extra element to the Rams offense this week, just because, like I said, their game plan is going to probably be slow down Puka, which should open up for Devontae more. And for the Seahawks, my X factor is Leonard Williams. He's going to need to be big in the run and pass game. Since the Seahawks run a lot of man, the D-line got to be physical. They got to get pressure. They can run stunts. They just got to do anything to get pressure, basically, and stop the run when the Rams do run it for like the 4 times a game. So yeah, Leonard Williams, he's been good though, and yeah, he needs to be big in this game. They have other guys on that D line as well. They have Byron Murphy. They have Chenan Nwosu. But it's really the whole D line. But because I put D line for Patriots and Broncos, I was like, let me just point out one player in this matchup. So I pointed out Leonard Williams.
Yeah. Well, for me, for the Rams, I said both Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua. Obviously, Matthew Stafford could sling the ball, but how accurate is he going to be? Is he going to pull another Carolina game where it's just a disaster? I know this is the 3rd time the Seahawks and the Rams will meet again.
Yeah. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Nope. Just
It's not.
just keep moving. Skip forward.
No,
Skip forward.
no, probably like
No, skip
two
forward.
times in
Yeah, it would
the
be two
past like
times,
month
but
and a half.
it's the third time this season.
Well, yeah, it's third time this season. Yeah. Let's not talk
That would have
about
been
that. You know
funny,
what I'm saying?
but
If it was the third time this month, that would be so funny.
That'll
if
actually be so
yeah, that'd
I
be
know Ant would
funny.
stupid.
actually hate it.
That'd be stupid. Yeah, I would
We
never
get
watch
that
that
printed
game
on the
because
shirt. Third time this
Third
season.
time.
third time this season.
Yo, third
No.
time. All right, go ahead,
Third time
Bobby.
this season. But Matthew Stafford's gonna have to play a good game no matter what the situation is. If it's a blowout, I mean, he probably wouldn't be able to play, but I'd still at least try to get something, especially if he's gonna retire potentially after this season. You kind of want to go out a little bit on top, but
I like Aaron Rodgers.
unlike
That was
Aaron
terrible.
Rodgers, you don't want your last throw to potentially be a touchdown to
At
the other
least
team.
at least it was a touchdown, bro. He could tell.
Hey, that goes on the record book, man.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
Oldest quarterback to
crazy.
throw a pick six in their last NFL game. But the reason why I say Puka, he's gonna have to if the Seahawks are really good at running man coverage, he's gonna have to overcome that and figure out a way to get open. Great receivers, as DJ has said previously during the season, good receivers, great receivers get open. He has to get open for them to win this game. Along with Devonte Adams, Devonte Adams has more of a likely chance to get open against man coverage, but Puka also needs to find a way. And with the way McVay has been using Puka Nakua as a tight end, running back, sometimes off jet sweeps, he's going to be very versatile in this game. So I feel like he should be a guy to look at per usual. And my X factor, I chose the offensive side. I said Kenneth Walker. He's just going to have to build off the game he had against the 49ers, albeit the Rams do have a better defensive line than the San Francisco 49ers. But momentum is a real thing. And for individuals, it's also a real thing. If you have a big game, you got to go into the next game expecting to have the same result, although that's a little bit crazy to think. But for a guy like Kenneth Walker, I feel like he has a lot more confidence now. I won't say because of Zach Charbonnet being out, as Anthony's being bored of how I'm speaking, but
Sorry.
with Kenneth Walker, I feel like he should have another big game behind that Seahawks offensive line, who's gotten better. So, um, yeah, Kenneth Walker is my X factor for the Seahawks.
All right.
Yeah. So
My red flag
sorry.
Oh,
My bad.
for the Rams are their DBs. I
Yes.
pointed this out because
Yes.
the Seahawks wide receivers give you different looks. JSN more physical, Rashid Shaheed speed threat. Both of them different looks. So and Rams wide receiver or DBs haven't been their strong suit at all this year. They're small as well. Kella Witherspoon is out. So Kobe Durant guarding JSN. Don't think that's
matchup
gonna
nightmare.
work. They're gonna have to double JSN, which will open up Rashid Shaheed, and how it's just how the Seahawks use Rashid Shaheed as well. They use him on those jet sweeps, have him running mini screens. Just the way Seahawks use their wide receivers can mix up the Rams DBs. And for the Seahawks, this one's from Oliver. It's their offense starting off slow. He said he said specifically against us, like they typically do that, like where their offense just
Yeah.
looks like why is their offense playing like
Like
that?
why? Yeah,
So don't start off slow. You can't go down on the Rams, even though their defense is, you know, they can let up a lead, but it's the playoffs, game for a Super Bowl. You don't want to go down early anyway. Um, and I'm this is what I was talking about earlier, where we've seen the teams that need to come back at the end, it's really been hurting them, especially in the playoffs. Look at the Chiefs last year. What 12 of their wins last year were last second drives, and then they lost the Super Bowl. The Bucks this year, when they started off all hot, all their wins were off last second drives, and me and Bobby kept saying it's not gonna be
it's
sustainable.
not
It wasn't. The
right.
Bears, almost half of their wins, over half of their wins actually, were on those last second drives and field goals where they have to come back. They just
Mm-hmm.
lost. So and
Even us.
this isn't even just for the Seahawks. This is just for the NFL in general. Those can work in the
Yeah.
regular season, but it's really as soon as you get to the playoffs, them them last second drives and last minute drives aren't gonna cut it.
Nope.
So
Nope. Not at all.
yeah, and potentially Broncos this year. A lot
Same
of
Yeah,
that game
same
Broncos.
deal.
there.
Same
Mhm.
deal with the Broncos, and I said it all season. This should not be happening, but it did. My red flag for the Rams. Um, I feel like everybody has to show up. I feel like when it comes to the Rams, a certain group never shows up. Like last week against the Bears, the defense showed up more than the offense. Obviously, the offense was able to score, but it's never nothing can mesh together. It's either one or the other. It's either the offense is doing good and the defense is letting up a lot of points, or the defense is sustaining their drives or stopping the other team's drives, and the offense can't get nothing. So I feel like for the Rams, everybody has to be a collective effort for the Rams. They've shown that they can come together at the end, but it needs to start quick. It needs to start immediately as soon as the game starts. So I'd have to say that's a red flag. And for the Seahawks, it kind of coincides with how slow the Seahawks offense starts off. And basically what happened against the Rams on that Thursday night game, they fell behind very quick. They started off slow. They could have ended off slow, but they obviously came back and won that game. They can't fall back again because obviously this is a rivalry game. It's already the third time they've met up this year. So I feel like if they fall back again, the Rams might take advantage of that, and the Rams would probably win this game. So those are my X factors for both teams.
All right, my confidence
So,
meter for the
oh, sorry,
for the Rams
my
is
bad,
eight and a
my
half.
bad.
Seahawks 9 with a score prediction: Seahawks 26, Rams 24.
26, 24. That's funny, DJ. That's
Oh
funny.
my
My
goodness.
confidence meter for the Rams would probably be like around a 7, 8. And then for the Seahawks, I'll probably say like an 8.59 as well. In my score prediction, I have the Seahawks winning 28-24.
Oh my goodness. And I was gonna pick
Oh
that up
my
first, and I
goodness.
was like, one of them is gonna have 28-24. I gotta change it.
You put 26. You could at
Yeah.
least went
I have
27.
them 26.
26.
I have they get to 20, they get a field goal. It's 24-23 at some point, and then
Right.
26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28.
Um.
All right, then.
So
Make the
yeah,
scores.
I will mutt.
guess it's my turn. So I did put a little injury report down below. Um, with the possibility of having Rob Havenstein, his practice window is open, so we could possibly have him back in that game. So that could be another good plus for our offensive line for the run game or pass protection. Um, like one negative thing that I do have to say for the injury report is that Young could not be playing. He could be playing. It all depends on, if his knee is still sore going to the Seahawks game. Um, Quentin Lake is back though. There was word going around that he is sick and he did not practice 2 practices ago, but now he came back to practice this time. So, um, that's a big plus for our defense, with Forbes being out because of I guess either concussion or a shoulder injury. But yeah. Going into this game, X factor definitely has to be. Well, before all that, I look back at our past like 2 games against the Seahawks. Um, both teams just like intertwined between either passing it a lot or running it a lot. And I seen against going against the Seahawks in our most recent game, the Seahawks ran it a lot compared to passing it. So we're just gonna have to look out for that. See what type of scheme McDonald's gonna want to run with the Seahawks. I do have a strong feeling that they're gonna be running it with Kenneth Walker. Because Darnold is injured with the oblique, but he could be healed up by now. Um, yeah. Um, so yeah, X factors, breaking in X factors. I really think it's Stafford again. As I said last week, because it just all depends if he's able to, throw the ball or not. Because if he's not able to throw the ball, our offense kind of loses momentum, and then we just start going down. I think he really needs to spread the ball out more to our tight ends and not just Puka. Because as we've seen, Puka really gets shut down, and so I think Puka's not gonna have a heavy game. It all depends though, because Puka did have a heavy game the first time we went against them. He had like 220 yards with 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, but that was without Devontae. Now we have Devontae, so let's see if it'll be different. Maybe having Devontae there would open up Puka, or Puka opening up Adams, vice versa. Um, if we do decide to run the ball more, because we did do that the first time we met them, I want to have Kyron or Quorum, run strongly behind that 13 personnel that we run with our 3 tight ends. I think if they figure out a way of how to combat with that, that'll be nice for our run game, because the Seahawks defense is really scary. Their linebackers also pretty decent too. What else? Red flags. Oh no, X factor for the Seahawks. I think it's Kenneth Walker. With Sam Darnold, I don't know the exact state of Darnold. I don't know if his oblique is still hurting, but I don't think they're gonna be passing as much. I know JSN's still gonna have a game without Forbes there. We're only gonna have uh Quentin Lake and Kobe Durant, but JSN has cooked both of them both games. So let me see. Yeah, I think they're really gonna rely heavy on the run game, especially with their offensive line getting better. I've seen it progressively get better throughout our 3 games. Let's see. Now moving on to red flags. Red flags is definitely our secondary, as DJ pointed out. We're very small. We're not as quick. So plus we lost one of our guys in Forbes. So I think the Seahawks are low-key gonna take advantage of it. But I don't know. It all depends on Sam Darnold and whatever McDonald wants to run this game. Red flags for us. I think it's our defense. Strongly, it's our defense. Especially if Young's not there playing. If Young's not there playing, we basically lost another person to put pressure on Sam Darnold. I think it's good. We should put a lot of pressure on Sam Darnold, with his oblique injury. But if Young's not there, first he's had like a slow year. He's not as productive as he used to be, but he's still there. But yeah, I think not having Young on that D line, not putting pressure on Darnold is gonna mess up our game. Also our secondary is terrible. But yeah. For the meter, I have the meter at, for us, I have it low. I have it at 5. 5, yes, 5. It just all depends. It all depends on how Stafford wants to play, how the play calling goes. If the play calling goes well, and we come out, we come out. But like Bobby said too, both sides have to come together. We can't just have a defensively strong game or offensively strong game, because never works out, especially in the playoffs. Yeah, I have it at a 5 for the meter. Seahawks, I have them at 8. I simply say it's 8 because of their defense. I feel like their defense is gonna carry them heavy, and their running game, if Darnold's not fully 100% healthy. The score prediction, have us winning 27-30 by a field goal.
So all of it within 3 points, or 2 to 3 points,
2 to
because
3.
DJ wanted to be different.
DJ had to be different.
It'll definitely be a classic though, like every other game that we had. So yeah.
No, all right. Well,
All right.
let's get into our 3-man.
Let's get into our 3-man. And
This game
we're here.
You're one.
We are here now.
One play. And
Wait.
Can
we gotta review last week.
Yeah, can we review last week's play?
Last week.
Last week, Bobby had
cashed. Khalil Shakir's targets at 7.5, or 8.5.
Yeah, so we needed 8. I had Christian McCaffrey 5.5 receptions. He had 4 in the first half, and then got hurt
And then
right
he got
before the first
up.
half, right before the halftime, and then
We would have
They
got a
brought him back.
rescue if he just didn't come in.
And they
Like,
brought him back.
They
why?
brought him back in a blowout.
An ant.
I had Caleb Williams' longest completion.
It was at 34 and a half. We got 34.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame the San Francisco 49ers for this one. Caleb Williams could have obviously threw another big pass. He probably would have ended up throwing a big pass if that ball wasn't under to DJ Moore. But
Yeah.
I'm blaming this one on the San Francisco 49ers for even letting Christian McCaffrey back into that game. He was hurt.
Because
And
he's not Superman.
you don't
Why
mess
would
with
you put
stingers.
it back? Why would you put it back in there?
And then he ended up
You probably made it
injuring
worse.
Jimmy Butler. So
Huh?
because Christian McCaffrey was
TMC?
at the most recent Warriors home game and Jimmy Butler tore his ACL.
Oh yeah, 49ers went to the I see now, yeah.
So
That conspiracy theory.
it's not a conspiracy theory, it's fact.
Oh. Well, I guess if you're injured, don't show up to a basketball game because the best player's gonna get injured.
So I
but
was the only
on to
one
this
that
week's
cashed
parlay.
on that one.
Yeah.
I honestly thought I wasn't gonna get in. I thought I was gonna have to like go bald, which I'm already.
Why is it
gonna have
always
to
go
do.
bald?
Yeah, he already has to.
I'm gonna at this point. We haven't gotten any recommendations.
The game.
If any of y'all go to the last
just
two
comment
episodes,
something.
just comment
Just comment
something.
something right
that
now.
Bobby got to do.
Like
Even if Ant got to give
obviously,
away
don't make me go
$50,
skydiving though.
comment
I can't do that. I'm too big for that.
Go tell Ant to give away $1,000 or something, y'all.
Something.
What?
Tell me
The
to like
who?
jump in a pool of. I'm just kidding.
You in pools of mud, bro.
How'd you know I was gonna say pool of mud? What if I wanted to say a pool of?
But yeah, now let's get
Yeah,
into
pool of
this week.
stingrays.
Let's get into
Like-
this week. Anthony, what is your person? Just please don't pick mine.
I have Drake May throwing an interception.
Oh wow!
Again? Oh.
Yes.
Alright.
I've seen the Broncos defense. They've at least caused
write that down.
multiple interceptions. So I think Drake May gets a little wet in the pants and throws an interception.
Okay, I will go next. I have Tyron Williams, 14.5 receiving yards.
That's nice.
That is a nice one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like
was
that a
looking
lot.
through that and just the matchups of Kyron's been a better pass catcher out the backfield because Corum can't catch. We learned that.
Or no, please.
No.
No.
And seeing that 14.5, I like that.
That is a really good look.
Yeah.
Well, for my pick, Kenneth Walker III, going over on his 112.5 rushing receiving yards.
112.5.
I think he does. I have a strong feeling he does.
112.5. That's what I last saw on UD.
Sponsors, UD.
Underdog.
But yeah.
Underdog.
So
Please.
going over it one more
Sponsors,
time, Ant had
please.
Drake May to throw an interception. I have Tyron Williams, 14.5 receiving yards. Bobby has K-Walk, 112.
What do we think is going to
total
sell?
yards.
Mine.
Yeah,
I
because Ant
think-
likes going risky when.
Mine actually might sell too. It might,
Yeah,
but
It might, but there's a way.
we'll see. But
Yeah.
yeah,
there's a when there's a will, there's a way.
there's our parlays.
Ant,
Take us out.
take us home. Take us home.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like if you haven't. Comment down below anything for me and Bobby to do because I lost the game picks. Bobby lost the fantasy. So
I lost
yes.
the game picks.
Bobby lost the game picks. Bobby's is a bigger
Oh, yeah.
punishment. than
Bobby's a
yours.
bigger punishment. So we'll be recording it too. So if y'all want to see that, like I've seen the
Whatever.
milk mile and everything. If
I'll
y'all want
be
to see
here.
Bobby
I'll
run a,
record it myself.
Yeah.
if y'all want to see Bobby run a milk mile, bro,
What is
or if y'all want
that?
to see me go,
Okay, what is that?
you run 4 laps around the track and you drink 4 gallons of milk.
Or if y'all want to see
I'm throwing
Ant
up.
give away $1,000, whatever it is.
Who do you think I am, Mr. Beast?
Yes.
No.
If they say that, you're giving away $1,000.
Also, follow our
better
parlay.
figure it out.
Follow our
our
parlay because
follow
as you
our
can see,
parlay.
our reads are good. Well,
The
not
parlay,
probably not
good
mine.
reads, just terrible execution.
Just terrible execution.
Caleb gets 34 in the first play of the game. Like,
Like, bro, damn. But yeah, we'll catch you on the flip.